Okay, let's just review what we have so far. At this point, we have a very specific time slot where we'll start to look for a London close trade, and we have a 5-day average daily range that we're aware of, that we need to see price has traveled that much before we consider a trade. We're also watching to see if the US dollar index has traveled its 5-day average daily range, especially if we're trading a US Swissy. Okay, so there's really nothing much to do now except wait for this time slot, okay, before we even consider a trade, and then wait for price to extend to its 5-day average daily range. Okay, so your job while you're waiting is to figure out the average daily ranges for the pairs that you're watching. You can do that well ahead of time, so you're totally prepared for it. So it makes it easy. If the 5-day average daily range is not reached from the intraday high or low by the time you get to London, there's just simply no trade. Go do something else. But the other key thing you should be doing while you're waiting is looking for expected levels of support resistance on the higher time frame charts. Now, that's very, very important. But just before we go and start talking about that, I just want to show you a graphical look of what we have so far. And here it is. Here is the high of the day. Price has traveled down its average daily range. See this dotted line right here, this green dotted line? That's, so let's just say it hits there. And look at this time window in here. It starts at 10 a.m. That's the very outside of it, either side, 10 to 1. But in here is the London close zone, right in here. And price hits, goes down here, and it bounces. And now we look for our noble entry. But before we do that, we need to consider support resistance, okay? So